It's 4:42 a.m. in the morning in the Uber right now, heading out of JFK Airport into the city of New York, known as Manhattan. You tired?
Not even. I'm still on LA time, but to be honest, even on LA time, I would be so knocked out at this hour. I'd be getting early nights. I'd be out. Like, recently I've been moving towards 12 o'clock, but that's even too late for me. Like, 12 o'clock bedtime is actually fucked up for me. And that's painful for me.
You're on travel time.
Yeah, I mean, my body just has a little bit of extra movement because I haven't exerted myself. I've just been on a plane.
Yeah.
And so, with that lack of activity, I guess my body's conserving enough energy to keep my eyes open for the time being. But maybe not my thoughts straight.
Tell me about consciousness.
Well, I can't talk to you about consciousness right now because that's not what I've been thinking about, but I've been thinking a lot about consciousness manipulation in the past 2 weeks and how, and you know about this because you just read Vita Board's Society of the Spectacle.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, you know, everything that you believe is completely malleable and is dictated by a few oligarchical media organizations, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even something as, even something as recent as the Ukraine situation, right? Where people are trying to understand it with the level of analysis of a Marvel movie, you know? Like a good guy, a bad guy. And I think it's so simple that, like, they like try and psychologize Putin. They're like he's
a Bond villain.
Yeah, they're like he's a narcissist, he's a sociopath, and he might very well be all of those things. But the fact that
if only he had a loving mother.
Yeah, that even that is like a product of this liberal mass psychosis where you're like everything can be boiled down to psychoanalysis,
right?
Which then becomes everything is sexual.
Oh God.
And so like,
oh no,
but. Without jumping into that hole so quickly, bro, like even just with the Ukraine situation, right? There's no thought given towards NATO expansion post-World War II.
Right.
There's no thought given towards the Ukrainian coup in 2014,
right,
which was CIA-backed, which was, moving against the democratically elected governance. It's basically like, I was just reading about it. People was saying it's like if January 6th succeeded, that's basically what happened to Ukraine in 2014.
Damn.
And obviously I could be wrong on that because at the end of the day, my consciousness is malleable. All that I'm seeing is dictating my truth. Right. But just because, like, let's say everything I said is wrong, does that make me a bad person? Or does that just mean that the media machine that's like wrapped around my head is different than the one around yours?
Excusable dumbness.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I think the supply chain blockage stuff is freaky.
Like with Russia's oil.
Yeah, those shit's like at the drop of a dime, like America just could cut off Russia, or I mean, I guess
I don't know if they can, because the thing about it is Russia supplies so much oil. Germany just said that they're not going to be taking Russian oil or natural gas.
Yeah.
They also rejected the Nord 2 pipeline.
Yeah.
But also, I'm like, we'll see how long that fucking lasts, because you have to think oil is 30% of Russia's economy.
Crazy.
So you have to think about how much oil is being consistently exported. We need that oil.
Right.
The United States.
We need that oil.
I don't need to go into what we did for oil. You know what I mean?
Desperate out here.
But like,
desperate out here for oil.
You could even make an argument, like, that's probably a stupid argument, but like NATO expansion, you want to secure that oil, because of like the West being historical enemies with Russia.
Damn.
Not saying that there would be a coup in Russia, although that's imminently possible. And,
really?
Not like in a guaranteed sense, but if you're just talking about NATO encircling Russia post World War II, and then like weapons and training being supplied to Ukrainian soldiers. I'm not excusing what Putin's done, because any loss of life is forever bad.
Yep.
But you know, if I'm Putin and
Unless it's in a holy war.
Yeah, well, the thing is about that is that in a holy war, there's no loss of life. There's only gaining of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gain your existence through
freedom.
the holy war. You know what I mean? A life in a second and third life. See, that's the thing.
You maybe lose your life, but you gain the light.
Well, the thing about the Bible is that it talks about the second life, but what about the third one? Because everything comes in threes.
True. You know, in Japan, if you sneeze twice, it's bad luck. 3 times, it's good luck.
Yeah, I mean, even just like I would say the 2 religious systems that I'm most given to at this point, Christianity and like Hinduism.
Yeah.
They both revolve around trios, the triumvirate or they call it like the Trimurti in
the Holy
Hinduism,
Trinity,
and then the Holy Trinity. You know, and 3's the magic number. I feel like 3's the way of the universe. You know what I mean? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
3, 3, 3.
But you know, that's not even important.
Low-key, Dunkin' Donuts is better in LA. I think that's a crazy hot take, too.
I saw a meme a while ago before even moving to New York was a consideration of mine, and I still believe this. It was like a Mad Men meme where it's like, I feel bad for you, and then Don Draper's like, I don't even think about you at all. And it's New York going, I feel bad for you, and then LA's like, I don't even think about you at all. And that's real shit.
Dude, I think this new, like, ironic joke trend of people being like, the Joker is just like me, might be more despicable than people saying they liked the movie The Joker. Like, I really don't fuck with that trend at all.
Why?
Because I think that it's like, it's making a comment on the fact that you know something's bad is just like the most boring and pointless thing someone could do with their life. Like, I think ironic jokes for the most part are always just like refusing to show any sincerity in your personality, and like
It's cope.
But then there's like
Protection.
There's like that post-irony shit where you're actually being sincere through the irony.
like you or I liking Doctor Who is like,
That's not really ironic. That's like childhood nostalgia. Like when
That's
I say
true.
I like Doctor Who, like people might perceive that as irony, but that's more so me speaking to like a childhood self, you know? And the fact that people perceive that as irony is kind of sad.
well, us two watch Doctor Who.
It's so fried. It's so fried.
It's not ironic, like, or even like, I can't think of another example, but Doctor Who's a perfect one where it's like, yeah, I grew up watching Doctor Who, I love it, you know?
I feel like
It's
if,
not great, but I love it. you
if
know?
us two watched Doctor Who now, would we like it, you think?
Yeah.
I think we would.
I probably
I've
would
seen the
still
episode recently.
appreciate it so
Yeah.
much. Because also,
That's
if
it.
it's like, what's there not to like about it? Like, if you don't like it, you're coming to the wrong show.
Well,
you know?
also like Twin Peaks is a similar show. I feel like I started watching now. It's a show probably with an equal level of cringe and quality. Like season 2 Twin Peaks, mostly cringe.
Yeah, let's keep it real.
You need-
Twin Peaks is cringe.
You
Twin
need
Peaks
that,
is
though.
super cringe.
You need cringe in your show.
Right. No, there's
Succession have
The
cringe?
Wire.
Yes.
Does The Wire have
What?
cringe?
Well, are we talking cringe of content or cringe of like
We're not talking like
Purposeful, like
cringe-worthy,
purposeful
like
cringe.
it induces cringe, like you're so uncomfortable because it's
Right.
meant to be. More like cringe, like in like the meme sense, like in
Right.
like the
Yeah,
2016
Succession probably does.
sense cringe.
But I think
I
it's
don't think Succession.
no,
has,
but
like,
I think
No,
it's
it doesn't.
also the
Can you make
conscious
the argument
knowledge.
though that Twin Peaks early seasons were like pre-cringe? It's like you can't call it cringe because it's just a different time.
Yeah. you
Yeah,
can make
that's a
that
good
argument.
point.
Yeah,
That's a
right?
good
like,
point.
My
It's like-
mom, like for example, my mom hates art movies and anything like that, like because she's a poet by trade, and so she doesn't want to consume any art that's like trying to be something because she's like, that's my
Right.
job, like it's so
Right.
stupid.
It's like a rapper not listening to
But like,
rap.
yeah, exact. I don't get it, but
Well, because it's like they don't want to be in. They don't want. They want to be so individual in their craft, or they don't want to. Maybe not your mom's worried about getting influenced, but they don't want to hear any other noise involving like.
it's more like exhaustion more than like. Although she tells me like I don't read certain people because my writing does reflect what I consume.
Yeah.
But when like movies and shit, it's more just like. She's like, I'm exhausted. Like, I
Right.
Wait,
graded
what did
a
your
bunch
mom
of
say
bad
about
poetry.
Green Knight when she
She's
saw
like,
it?
I graded a bunch of bad poetry today for my students. I can't deal with more
Yeah.
bad poetry in film. You know what I mean? Which is real.
Damn.
I don't. She just hated Green Knight for
That-
the same reason.
That honestly sucks, like devoting your life to
I
this
almost fought my
craft.
mom on that for real.
Yeah.
I just squared up a little bit.
She would
Yeah.
win that fight.
In my
She
head.
would win that fight so quick.
She turned Batman villain.